The state wants to turn adult solitary confinement cells into housing for those serving time at juvenile facilities. The state says overcrowding at the juvenile centers makes them unsafe. King 5's Drew Mickelson takes us inside part of the adult prison that will be getting a makeover.
This is one of the currently unused former solitary confinement units the state is looking at turning into housing for juvenile offenders. The state admits this space would need to be softened up a bit. Other than for COVID quarantines, these 48 single units near Aberdeen have not been used by the state since 2018.
We just want to offer.
Last month, Governor Jay Inslee said Washington is eyeing the space to alleviate an overcrowding situation at juvenile rehabilitation, or JR, facilities. Green Hill School in Lewis County is so crowded the state says it's no longer safe to conduct the education or counseling those convicted as minors need.
We're dealing with a crisis situation in a crisis moment, and there isn't a perfect building or campus available that we can expand the JR footprint into readily.
The common space at the Stafford Creek Corrections Center is used today for counseling adults, but for the JR offenders, the state says it's planning to add carpeting, paint, desks and chairs to make it more like a school than a prison.
We do want to soften. We do want this to be a rehabilitative environment with, therapeutic space, classroom space.
Those coming from the JR facility would have access to an exercise yard at Stafford Creek. Inmates there are now setting up a fence to prevent adult offenders from seeing inside that area. The Green Hill offenders would be 18 and over, and they would not have any contact with the adult population. The proposal, costing an estimated $33 million, still requires legislative approval, but the Department of Children, Youth and Families is not waiting on lawmakers.
We're moving. We're going. Our projected open date is the end of February, beginning of March. We have to have relief for the JR population on the Green Hill campus.
The last time the state tried transferring Green Hill offenders to an adult prison, Columbia Legal Services sued, arguing that violated those offenders' rights, and a judge agreed. Those lawyers say they will be closely watching this proposal as well. In Aberdeen, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.